in the second programming, we have to talk about the imminent return of one CM Punk. Obviously, there were a lot of reports circulating this week pertaining to, is he back with AEW? Is he not back with AEW? Why is he? Why is he not with AEW? Is it because of Ace Steel? With the second program on the horizon of Collision, do you still think that it's worth having CM Punk um, a part of AEW, part of these new shows? I just want to know your take on it,
He
just
pisses
to
me
know if
off.
anything has changed.
Oh, well, no, he pisses me off still. But from a business standpoint, you want that guy. And if didn't NBC or one of these companies specifically request Punk? Like, I feel like he knows that he's still locked in with AEW.
Mm.
I feel like he knows that his job is secure. Because why does he feel so comfortable flocking over to different companies? Like, didn't he just visit WWE and was backstage a couple weeks ago?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he knows that wherever he goes, or whatever he does per se, he secured his position with Tony because regardless, he is the star power there. Amongst all this controversy, we know how controversy and wrestling go hand in hand. It's been a little bit quiet in AEW, but everyone perked up real quick off of that Ace Steel report with Brian and then the slew of stories we got off of CM Punk. And he even said it himself that you guys can't keep his name out of your mouth. I hate to agree with the guy because he pisses me off in every sense of the word, but he's not lying. He makes money. And if he came back, regardless how you presented him, he would create noise, whether it's for good or bad. He is publicity, and publicity makes money. So, yeah, I think that they should. I think they should bring him back. I feel like he will come back. He's going to be the peak of the summer for that company because for me watching, because I on and off watch AEW now because sometimes they knock it out the park, other times it's boring as shit, or there's just like here and there points I'll actually look away from my phone to pay attention to what's going on because the show kind of falls flat. It is kind of missing his presence. I doubt he's going to get his shit together because he has an ego, a very inflated ego. But at the same time, I also can't blame him for having an inflated ego because literally everyone uses his name to get some clicks. And it works every time. I don't know. What do you think?
So I am in favor of a CM Punk return for the same reason that you are in favor for a CM Punk return. He is publicity, he is money, he is ratings, he is clicks. Even through Brawl Out, even through everything, he is that guy, and he is that guy. And it's his importance and impact is measured by just the impact that he has and how many people talk about him, keep his name in the conversation. He was backstage at WWE. However, he was also backstage at Impact as well. One time when they were visiting, when they did a set of shows in Chicago. Um, I don't know if it was for the same reason that he was backstage in WWE for, but it could have just been one of those. I'm just here to be here. You know what I'm saying? Like type of situations. Because I don't know if he has any business and Impact. I don't think he signed the Impact, but you know. But I do think that that AEW programming is missing CM Punk's star power and presence. Um, and also I feel like he would be in a really good spot if he were to return because if you look at what they're doing now, they're putting the younger guys in that world title picture, and they're putting kind of like the other established names kind of in other feuds that wouldn't really interfere with the world title picture. So it wouldn't be like he's the main event. You know what I mean? He would be an important part of the show, but he wouldn't be hogging up screen time and taking it from other people, which I think we can see now because that's what's happening with, the Elite and Blackpool Combat Club. Everybody's still getting their shine. Everybody's still getting their just due.
Do you
But
think though that like they should use some realism and take it back to the obvious? Because I feel like when he does come back, he's going to call out what he did. And he's
absolutely,
probably going to come back in a heel way because it only makes sense to come back in a heel fashion. There's no way you can spin that off and be a babyface. Do you think
absolutely.
they're going to try to create a feud with the Elite? Because, correct me if I'm wrong, weren't the Elite opposed to that idea? I feel like Tony, being a businessman, would want to force that anyways.
Mm.
What do you think?
I think it would happen. I think it's the best business move because from May until I mean, once Double or Nothing is done,
Mhm.
we're building up for All In London
Yeah.
and Elite versus FTR and CM Punk. I've said this. I've said this on this podcast
You have.
before.
Yes. I
Um,
was there.
but I CM Punk and FTR versus the Elite is the match. It's the match. It's the money match. It's going to be the draw. Um, sorry, I just got super distracted.
Don't we all?
Jesus, it's the text on the screen. Anyway, yeah, like I feel like it's the money match. I think it's the draw. I think it is quote unquote best for business. And I think that it should happen. I do think that it should play. They should play into the realism of it because everybody's looking for the elephant in the room to be addressed. All out, the brawl it, all out, the media scrum is the elephant in the room. And until it is addressed head on, it will always be the elephant in the room. So if it's going to be the elephant in the room, turn it into your cash cow. Make some money off of it. Make a story off of it. Make it memorable for the fans because I'm pretty sure that there are other fans who want to see this confronted on screen and talked about on screen. Like,
Oh
let's get it
yeah.
out in the open. If you don't, then what's different from you in WWE when they're trying to hide a conflict? You know what I'm saying? If you want to do wrestling differently, if the whole point is to change people's perception about wrestling and do this whole wrestling thing different from how WWE would do it differently from WWE and confront it head on and do it in a way that's going to make you money. That's how I feel about it.
Can argue with that one. I mean, he's been known to be the man that breaks the fourth wall. If you didn't
Mm-hmm.
now, like you lost a lot of your stock if you chose not to.
Right. Hey, but we want to hear what y'all feel about CM Punk's imminent return to AEW if it is to happen. Do you guys think he's going to come back? Drop it in the comments. Let us know.